G'day, this is Marty Ware here from youtube.com/Marty's Garden. Thanks for coming to check out this video, Companion Planting List Guide. Now, what I've done is I've gone into Pinterest and I've compiled a board under, well, pinterest.com/Marty Ware is where you'll find the board, and it's my herb and vegetable gardening companion planting guide. Now, I've put together a load of content in here to help you answer all the questions, because you know, this is not something that can just be created in one video. Like, basically, I could make 100 videos on companion planting. So you're able to access this board and get a hold of tons of information. But hang on, I'm going to show you some great stuff right near the end where you can access plenty of information about organic gardening as well. So let's talk about some of the boards here. I'm just going to open this lovely one up with the sunflowers. Now, you can see that the butterflies are coming in, and they're there getting the nectar, and they're not feeding on any of the seed or anything like that, just getting the nectar and the pollen. And you know, they're pollinators, so these bees and moths and you know, insects and stuff, we need them to come into the garden. Even though some of them may lay the odd caterpillar, the idea is that the birds and lizards and snakes and things will, not so much snakes, but birds and lizards will come in and clean them up as well. So we're trying to keep this balance in here. We're just going to go back to the board again. I just want to show you a typical style of, if you've seen my videos, you'll notice that it sort of looks all a bit messy, but there's reason for that. It's because in nature, nature is a little bit messy as well, and if you've got everything planted together in rows, then you know, the insect can just move from one plant to the next. So it just goes jump from one cabbage. I finished with that cabbage now. I'll just go to that cabbage. Where if you've got it planted maybe somewhere else, you know, and the scents are hidden by the other plants and things, it can't find that next cabbage so quickly. So that's the idea of creating more of a natural balance and change the smells and things, so the scent can't be attracted so easily for the insect. I've put together some guides and stuff for you, so you can go in and you can just check the guides for what type of plants that you want to have. You might need to zoom in on some of these. Some of them have charts and lists and things, and others that just have great ideas and tips in here for you. Now, I had actually, Jeansy Guy was the guy that asked this question about the companion planting, and so he's one of my followers in youtube.com/Marty's Garden. And so, Jeezy Guy, this is really for you, mate, and hopefully for other people that are interested in this as well. So, you know, here's something for radishes. But if you go through this pin board that I've got in here, you'll find that there's loads of these, just like these, for lots of different plants, etc. So I'm just going to go through a few more. Now, tomatoes. This is probably one of the most well-grown plants around the world. That everyone loves to grow tomatoes because homegrown tomatoes just taste so good. Now, the ones that I like to plant with tomatoes are basil, preferably sweet basil, and parsley and marigolds. Now, the other ones, such as nasturtiums, I do that as well. I haven't trialled any of the others, so I'm not so sure. But generally, I have some chives fairly close by, because I like to put chives underneath my lemon trees and underneath my citrus trees. It keeps the scale at bay, and also it just seems to deter any ants and things that want to take the scale up into the tree to put into the tree, because the scale puts off a sooty mould that's sweet nectar for the ant, and the ants and the scale synchronise together, and the ants take care of the scale, etc., and then the scale feed the ants and things. So, but if you can stop them from moving up, and one way is by planting things like onions and chives and stuff like that underneath your fruit trees, especially citrus. Okay, so that's it for tomatoes. We're going to go back to another here, and the cucumber. Now, in summer, everyone loves to grow cucumbers because they're just so great in salad. So here's a list here, you know, radishes, beets, beans, dill, sunflowers, carrots, corn, and peas. Now, one of the things with corn is it comes back from the Indians and stuff. The corn, they love to have things grow up the corn, so you'll often see corn and beans together as a companion. That's because the beans can climb up the corn, so it's similar for the cucumbers can climb up the corn as well. I'm not sure if it helps it so much in a beneficial regard. Other things like with companion planting is just getting lots of different coloured variety of flowers in there and spreading them out. Now this is sort of a style of companion planting here, but you can see they've got rows, and look, if there was a cabbage moth in here, he could just move to the next one, to the next one, to the next one, etc., like I mentioned before. And you know, these flowers might deter them a little bit, but once they find it, well, that's a whole different story, and we want them not to be able to track the scents, remember? Because insects, the funny thing about insects is they don't see the colours as we do. They see different sort of violet and radiated colours and things as well. So, they get attracted to those colours, and the plants know which colours to make to attract certain insects. So we try and let's just mix it up as much as possible, and just just try to get those insects as less to our gardens. Now, if some people want to use sprays and things like that, well, I don't use sprays myself. But garlic with soapy water is good. Chili with a little bit of vegetable oil works okay. Chili powder as well if you've got some nasty ones that come in and chewing, such as rabbits and things like that. Even some slugs and snails and things. But slugs and snails is more like create a rough surface, because they won't go over the rough surface. So you use like heavy wood chips and stuff in areas where the slugs and snails may be. But anyway, that's sort of it for companion planting. What I want to do is look, it's such an in-depth thing, and the whole, basically, organic gardening. It's it's a skill that we learn over years, but we shouldn't have to go out and trial and error everything ourselves, because a lot of people have been doing it. So I want to show you something that I have now. I've only got 5 left at this price before it goes up, and I'm selling 3 of these ebooks for $7, and it's the Guide to Urban Gardening ebook. Now you can come over and have a look what's actually in these ebooks, but look, there's nearly everything in there that you need. There's one on worm farming as well, because you can produce your own liquid manure, and if you're producing healthy plants, then the plants are going to radiate more of that scent and more of the correct colours and things, and build up their own immunity as well to certain pests and diseases. And then there's a great book in here as well, The Essential Guide to Organic Gardening. Now it has everything that you need to know in there. So you wouldn't have to really go out and buy much else. These 3 would really set you pretty straight for the urban gardener, and for anyone that wants to just anything from backyard to a larger scale. This pretty much covers it all. Also, I've got some audio in there as well. I think there's 7 audios or something that you can have, and it's based on growing dwarf avocado trees in pots, fruit trees in containers, and also some extra worm farming tips. But that's just a bonus for you. So, listen, go down and click on the link now if you want to learn more and get more educated. And grab those 3 ebooks. They're only $7. As I said, there's only 5 left, and the price will be going up after that, because it's just too cheap, and I'm going to be raising the price all the time, actually, to every 10 buys. So, alright, I'm Marty Ware, and happy gardening. And, we're going to have a great 2013. There's going to be lots of videos coming out for you. So, please, click on the link below. Go and grab those ebooks, and we'll see you in the next videos. Happy gardening. Bye.